I'm Joanne from Magpies Cottage.
I'm Amy.
We're coming to you from Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin on October 16th, 2020.
It's Friday afternoon. Happy weekend, everyone.
Yep. Middle of the pandemic, big time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're in the hot spot right now.
Yep.
So...
Schools all in Sheboygan all went virtual, but I guess out here in Falls, they're still going to school.
Yeah, they had closed the middle school for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But they're back already. Yep. My grandkids up north were closed for 2 weeks, and now they're back. And
they live in the middle of nowhere up north. I wanted to point that out. Middle of nowhere, and they still had issues keeping a school open.
88 cases in the whole county, but for them that was a lot because they are in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and if you have a school situation, and this is something, you know, that doesn't come up in conversation when they talk about should a school be open or shouldn't. Okay, there were in Sheboygan, when we got around to the point. Okay, so when they talked about closing schools in Sheboygan, the issue isn't that kids were at risk. It wasn't actually that there were that many kids, although there was one rumor I heard flying that was 500 kids were affected, you know, and that's all levels, you know, from early learning till high school. That, you know, 500 kids were out. That doesn't mean there's 500 cases. It means that there are some cases, and some of those kids are close contact and quarantining. So, you know, it's not to say that they're all sick. But the thing that's critical is that they didn't have enough adults. And, you know, so there were 100 teachers, I heard, that were either quarantining or sick.
That's a lot.
I would say more of them were quarantining than sick, but nonetheless, that's the rules. And so they're home, and there's not enough subs in the classroom. And if you don't have a sub, you know, you can't very well run a classroom. It's just is what it is. So that's why they went that route. And so we'll see what happens then in 2 weeks, because they're going to close for 2 weeks, and they'll make the decision on whether they go back to into the buildings at the end of the month, like around right before Halloween. And then my world, though, the virtual world's not affected at all. So I still do the same old, same old.
Yeah. And my daughter tested positive. Took 5 days to get her test results. She still hasn't heard from the health department, but it's been 3 weeks now since she was first exposed and more than 2 weeks since her first symptom. So she's going back to work starting today.
Okay. Well, one would think that she's not sick anymore. So.
Right. So,
crazy.
Yeah. It's just nuts out there.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind staying home. I'm good with that. So I'll stay home.
I think I would go crazy.
Well, you know, but it's not like you're thrust into large crowded areas either.
No, I just come here and 1 or 2 people a day. In this slow time, it's only, well, probably more than 2. Let's see, today I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in here today.
Okay.
You know, so, and all at different times and all with masks.
Well, that works.
Yeah, so that was okay.
But, you know,
so I get a little bit of being out. I mean, I stay home Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday when the store's closed. I stay home all 3 of those days. But that's about enough. By the end of Tuesday, I'm ready to get out and do something.
My big deal getting out of the house is coming here.
Yeah.
This is the human I see.
Yeah.
You know, it was funny. I was talking with my kids when I was online with them this morning, and I said, I love meeting with you guys. You're the only people I talk to all day.
Yeah.
And the kids just like, you should have seen their faces light up. It mattered.
Yeah.
So I guess that was a good thing. But, you know, and I will say that the positive aspects of teaching online, there are some. Few and far between, but there are some. I will admit, I do really enjoy the kids.
Good.
And I mean, you know, they're goofy online the same way they'd be goofy in a classroom. And you are able to kind of, you know, see their personality a little bit. Not a
Yeah.
lot. There are some that I haven't decided if they're afraid to say something online and they're just, but are they always that quiet and shy? Or is it just being online? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Right.
You know? I don't know.
Whole
So
new world for them.
it's really weird. So,
One thing
Yeah.
about it, though, we get a lot of knitting time.
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Today, what I did in between customers is I cut out a quilt. Got it all in that box right
Really?
there, ready to go. So I'll bring a couple blocks in next week because I'll probably work on it over the weekend. So I'll bring a couple blocks and show you and show the podcast people a couple blocks. It's going to be a king size.
Oh, big.
Yeah, it's a quilt as you go though, so I can bring just little parts of it in.
Well, I've noticed that there's a lot of quilts that are done like that.
Yeah, this is done row by row. Well, you do all the individual blocks, and then you sew all the blocks together in a row, and then you add a row onto the quilt. So as you keep doing that, you only ever have one row of 8-inch blocks under the arm of your sewing machine. So you don't have to quilt a big king-size quilt. It's
Oh,
just
so you
adding-
literally quilt that row too.
Yeah, it's all 3 layers. It's got the backing, the batting, and the piecework, all in each block right away.
Well, then, how do you get rid of your raw edges?
You turn them under. I'll bring it next week.
I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah, so you can do a king-size quilt, the whole
I
machine.
think that might be right up my alley because
Yeah.
that whole free motion quilting is big sucker is not something
no,
that
this is really easy. I've taught a class here once before on how to do it for first quilt.
Yes, as we think fondly of the days when we had
Yeah,
classes.
when we could have classes.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, are we missing stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, classes, like I said, I'm available.
Yeah.
Call the shop, you know.
Otherwise, January 2nd. I had another one sign up today. So,
For the mystery?
yeah.
Yay!
So I think that makes 4 of them.
Okay, cool.
4 or 5. But we're only taking 6, so yeah, we're almost full. Almost.
Oh, good. You know, and I was looking at the projects just the other day, and I'm excited about it.
Good.
You know, they're not all done yet, but you know, I have till January.
Yeah.
Plenty of time.
Get the first one done anyway.
I'll be done with it. Well, and that's the thing. I can do, because like I said last week too, all the projects this time, with the exception of one which is pretty big and another one which is medium sized, the other 6 are all pretty small. And so, yeah, there will be no problem knitting them, you know, quickly. And, you know, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Okay, I know what I'll be doing in December. I literally, one of them is completely finished. So I got January covered. So technically, I don't really need to have any of them next one done until February.
Yeah, but you know what? You have them the first weekend of the month, and that always creeps up on you.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. So,
Yep.
no, I was looking at them actually just this week. I was reorganizing my knitting queue.
Okay.
Okay, because I do plan it out. I mean, I know what I'm knitting in sequence. It's laid out, and I literally, before I start a project, I estimate, well, let's see, that's how many skeins of yarn should be taken, how many days. And I have fun doing that. It's like a game
Yeah.
I play with myself. So, I don't know.
I know. I even took a day this past week and I got out my yarn basket. At home, I just have a little basket because I have all this here.
Yeah,
So
okay.
At home, just a little basket. But I got it all out, and I have all the stuff I've bought at shows from Sun Valley Fibers, all the MCNs. And I decided, you know how I did that marled sweater with 2 fingering, and that goes so quick. I'm going to make one, and I'm going to use that MCN. And I have 3 full skeins of that real light ballet pink,
Oh, sure.
and then 3, and did I have 3 or 4 other color? 3 other colors that'll go with that. One of them we got free at the Ann Bud, that maroon,
Yes.
and then I
It's like an apple fall leaf color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
and
have
then
mine yet. Somewhere in the house.
And I traded with somebody and got a second one, or I bought a second one. Somehow I have 2 of those.
Oh, you lucky dog.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the darkest of the other colors. But I'm going to fade it. I'm going to have the one light one that I have more of as the background, and then I'll have these 3 other colors, and I'm going to fade it.
And what's it going to be?
Just a sweater. Just a
pullover?
plain raglan. Because I don't want to put any design in. If it's going to be all marled, you're not going to see it anyway.
Oh, that's true. You wouldn't want that.
So I just want a plain crew neck. Or maybe I'll make it a V-neck. I've been wanting to perfect my V-neck. Maybe that's a good challenge. Because Becky's I did, if you remember the other one, it was real shallow. I want it to come down a little more.
Okay.
So that's what I'll do. I'll use that one.
You know, in Ann Bud's top-down sweater book, there's a V-neck.
Yeah. Yeah,
Look in there
I'll
and
look
see
there.
look what she's doing. I'm pretty sure it's in there.
It is, because because it's like for crew neck, continue. For V-neck, go to page, whatever. Yeah. Yep, that's in there.
Yeah.
So I'll check that out.
Well, then you should do that in November for National Knit a Sweater Month.
Oh, I'm not ready for that.
Oh, man.
No, Christmas knitting comes in November.
Oh, golly.
I got a
Okay.
lot of grandkids that need mittens and stuff.
I know.
And they're quick projects.
Instant gratification
Yes,
projects.
yes.
Yes.
So, but when we talk about quick projects and FOs, let's start with you.
All right. There it is. Red sweater. Oh, it's all wrinkly because I was sitting in it all day.
Yeah.
Red
but
sweater.
Beautiful. I love the color.
I love this color too.
Nice dark red.
So-
Oh, I like that sleeve length too.
Yeah, this is your length. I would normally,
Yeah.
I was thinking, and I certainly have plenty of yarn, I could have done it, make them long.
Uh-huh.
But I got lazy. I wanted to be done.
Yeah.
So, but this is what it was called for, and this is.
Okay.
I mean, I literally knit this thing to pattern. I did not adjust. Wait, I take that
Okay.
back. I take that back. See, I get a little wider on the bottom end. So what I did was, this was knit. The top was knit to one size, but there's waist shaping in this. So then, instead of going back to the right stitch count that I was supposed to be at, I just did one more repeat. So I ended up with a little extra room on the bottom end, and I'm glad I did it because that lays really nice now. And this thing blocked beautifully. And, you know, because when you looked at this off the needles, oh my gosh, the bottom rolled, everything, it was just, yuck.
Oh, nope, looks good now.
Okay, so I am very happy with it.
And that's DK weight.
DK weight,
Name of the pattern?
Sunrose,
Okay.
Laura Ayler,
Okay.
and I used Womi's. This is Womi's DK.
Okay.
And I
Very
love
nice.
this color. And I happen to have, a good, maybe better than half a skein left of this red. So I'm going to have to come up with something to knit in that red. I
Now,
don't know
was
what.
that 100% superwash merino?
Yep,
Okay.
yep. And it's got a really tight twist, so your stitch definition is good.
Yeah.
If I was going to do anything different, I would be inclined to maybe, and I might just do that yet, do a row of single crochet around the neck edge to just firm it up a little bit. I
Yeah.
would like to raise this up a smidge.
Okay.
Okay, I would like to do that because I feel this in the back of my neck.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah.
I-
I don't mind the back open.
Oh
a little.
my gosh, no, I hate that. I don't mind an open neck. I just want it up a little higher on my neck. And I think that because of the cast on, and then you start with the garter on the shoulders, you know, so this is that whole saddle shoulder technique. And I think what happens is the only thing that's your really firm long tail cast on piece is back between the shoulders. Everything else kind of pulls down.
Yeah, and you can see right here, look in the camera, you can see this is wider here, from here to here, than it is from here to here. So if you did that single crochet, you'd cinch that up, so it'd be the same
Yeah.
as here.
Okay, so
And
I
yeah,
think I'm
being
going to do that.
superwash, that single crochet would help it from that superwash grow.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. So no big deal. I'll just take a crochet hook and
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
you know, I might even not
Do
even
it all
single
on
crochet
the
it.
inside, and you won't even see it.
Yeah, I might just do even a slip stitch.
Slip stitch all the way around. Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. This
Mm-hmm.
was, of course, the first time I'm wearing it. Obviously, it was dry yesterday.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah.
But I'm, you know, very happy with the way it
Oh,
turned
it's
out.
beautiful.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to wear this. I'm going to put it away now. I'm wearing it today for this, and then I'm going to put it away,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to wear it for Christmas.
Okay.
My
yeah.
Christmas sweater.
Sure. Yep. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay. You have any other FOs?
Nope.
Okay, I have a couple little ones. Instant gratification, fingerless mitts for my daughter. She works in a drive-through window, so I asked if she needs them for Christmas. She says she needs them, so I probably will just even give them to her now. Just plain old ones so she can wear them at work. Just take the classic mitten pattern and you cut the thumb off and cut the top off and put a
There you
little
go.
ribbing. Yeah, nothing fancy. It was a 40 stitches on a size 6 needle. So
That's kind of fun when you just pick up a needle and start
Well,
knitting and you end up with something. No pattern
I
involved.
think I've made so many mittens in my time.
Well, that's true.
and
And
know-
I love classic mittens.
Yeah. Well, this is a little different. This was a classic mitten pattern I got. It's originally written for 3 double point needles.
Yeah.
And it's a little different than the one that they have here. The one that's here in the book has like 2 rows in between the
Okay.
increases, and mine is every other row. Every other row you increase. So, yeah, but you know, you make anywhere from 32 for an infant up to 48 stitches for a large band. So,
When I was a kid, my grandma had this book, Classic Mittens, and I remembered the gloves were in this book too. It was like a kind of a leaflet, thin book. No, it was more than a leaflet. And on the cover of it was black, and it was like stars.
oh yeah, that's the one that's here in the book.
Okay.
That's different than mine.
And well, but that mitten book. It was out of print for a while, and then they printed more. It's the exact same book. I still, to this day, use that mitten book. That way, and I mean, it was funny because I was with my aunt, and I was working on mittens, and she saw the book in my bag, and she said, "Oh, that's Mom's mitten book." And I said, well, yeah, but I knew that was the one that Grandma always used, and I said, I found one once, and I bought it.
Yeah.
And I love that mitten book. It's on Ravelry. You can actually download the main basic mitten pattern on Ravelry for free.
Okay.
So the designer's name begins with a U. It's like Ullman or something like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I love that mitten book. That's the one I always use.
So, yeah.
Mittens are mittens.
Mittens are mittens. So I send people a lot if they want a pattern. I haven't written this up because isn't it Pearl Soho has the mittens for the whole family,
Yeah.
and yeah, they have every size for every weight of yarn, and it's free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So go to pearlsoho.com and look for the free mitten pattern, and yeah, that's a good one. Good resource. I made a hat. I think I showed this last week and it wasn't done. But
Right.
now it's done. And it did take a little more than 1 ball. So it's very stretchy. I mean, I could wear it probably, maybe not as a fold up. Just as a,
Yeah.
I still got some room. I probably could fold it a little. But yeah, I just have those little cables in there. So there's
Cute.
something extra. So
Winter woolies.
yeah, that'll go in the Christmas pile. And then some socks. I had another pair almost like this, but now you'll see this pair has a green stripe in the ankle. And
Oh,
in
that
the
was
toe.
that cool yarn. I love that
Yeah,
yarn.
the Twisted Owl. So this is the second pair out of that sock tube. I always get 2 pair out of a sock tube.
Well, yeah.
Because I make them short, so yeah. Yep, so that's that. I'm not fancy. I didn't put them on a blocker. Some of the podcasts have beautiful blockers.
I have beautiful
sassy.
I have beautiful sock blockers. I have them. I've got a really nice pair of they're like oak stained, gorgeous wood.
Oh.
I got a fancy pair. Do I ever use them? Why would I block socks?
Right, exactly. I think that's the only reason people need the sock blockers is to show off their socks, like on a podcast or in a trade show or something.
All right, so I'll
Yeah.
bring my fancy sock blockers
Oh,
next
okay.
time.
We can hang them on the wall up there on the nail and have them handy. If
Yeah.
you trust them here.
I don't know.
Yeah, high crime area. There was a burglary in Sheboygan Falls.
No.
I got an email, yeah, on Sunday.
No.
Sunday, somebody stole a cell phone and cash. They cut through a screen window and went in and got the cell phone and cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
High crime.
Well, the whole town knows about it. Sent an email to the whole...
I mean, I'm not supporting, thievery
Yeah.
by any means, but...
Right. That's the difference between small towns, though, is everybody's going to know about that little
That's
burglary, and the chances of getting caught are higher.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's my 3 FOs. Socks, fingerless mitts, and a hat.
Okay.
So that was a busy week.
So we both had FOs, big time FOs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my rule was this sweater had to be done before I was allowed to cast on.
Right?
I did cast on.
All right, let's
Here
see
it is. This is a shawl on the needles. That's how far I am. And the pattern is Jody. That was the wrong side. It's all garter, but there is a wrong and a right side.
Yeah, because of the stripes.
Because of the stripes. But it does go into this striping pattern. And now I think I have one more ridge of this variegated before I go into the lace pattern. And then you'll have the same striping pattern through the lace and then end with this. It's darker. It's the same. It's so funny. This pink, and I got the remnants of the ball in here. This pink has the same name. That's the nature of hand-dyed yarns. It's the exact same name, color name, and completely different.
Yeah.
So that's why I did the variegated in the middle.
Yep.
So Jody by Hohi. It's part of my challenge of the fall knit along.
And your Hohi bag.
And I got my Hohi bag. Yes, I went all out this year. Had to get the Hohi bag.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah. So I have the 3-color cashmere that I did a couple weeks ago. That was my first Hohi project. This is my second, and then I have one more. I'm going to do the Odyssey Shawl too.
Okay.
And that's why I wound that yarn up.
Is that all the same color?
No, it's 3 colors again too.
Is it? Okay.
You know, and the funny thing is, I didn't, I was looking at 3 skeins, but this is DK. So I'm using, it's about 650 yards-ish on both shawls, and I want to shoot. I mean, because
go quick.
I have 36 rows of the lace pattern, and I'm 2 rows away from that. So I have 38 rows. If I put my mind to it, I could probably finish this thing tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Because I'm not going anywhere. Do I? No.
Right.
So I'm not going anywhere. So if anything, the old guy will go get dinner and bring it home. I'm not going out. It's cold. I don't feel like going out.
You know, you were starting to tell me. No, you're bowling? Is that you're canceled or it's on hold or what's going on there?
It's a very frustrating thing. All right. When I am in public, be it the grocery store, a restaurant. Well, I know it's hard to eat with a mask on, but I believe in masks, all right? This anti-mask, well, that's just BS, all right? And I was annoyed because between my league and the bowling alley, they were coming up with all this BS about all this space we've got. The bottom line of it is, when you have 2 teams on a pair of lanes, which you would, there's 8 humans in this area.
In the same 6 foot.
Yeah. There's no social distancing going on.
No.
Okay. So then I thought, my team thought, well, we'll try it. And we started bowling. One of our bowlers actually hurt herself and has a knee that's completely out of whack and can't bowl. So we're down to literally just 4 people on this team, which means everybody has to bowl every week, and it's a challenge. Now, we were given the opportunity to pre-bowl as many weeks ahead as we wanted, just so you knew that this week was for that, this score was for that week and all that stuff. We were able to do that, but then what happened is one of our bowlers on our team works at the Early Learning Center. And the Early Learning Center was shut down. She ended up being a close contact for a case, a positive case. And all of a sudden, she can't go to work. She's quarantined. Well, for Pete's sake, you know, did she test positive? I don't think she even tested. She never had any symptoms. But the point is, in order to control the spread, when you are in close contact, you stay home
for 14 days.
Yeah. Okay. So that puts her out of bowling. So now we're bowling with a blind. All right. And the other three of us could bowl. Well, under the circumstances, the Early Learning Center shut down before the rest of the district went virtual. And so they were going to be shut down. Then they shut down for 2 weeks. First she was quarantined, then the whole joint shut down, now the whole district. So who knows? This, at the time we made the decision, we didn't know. I mean, this could happen if they tried to keep the district open. They, you might have this school shutting down for 2 weeks, or then you go back and you're back in the buildings, and then somebody else gets, and it just like she says, this is nuts because we literally bowled 1 week, and now she can't bowl for the next 2.
Yeah.
So we just said, you know what? It's just not worth this. It's just not worth it. I was not happy about the lack of masking. I felt that as a league, we could have said, you know what? We're going to be respectful of people who prefer. Because you know what? This is one of my pet peeves with all of this. If somebody doesn't want to put a mask on, that's their gig, their problem, fine, whatever. Okay? But if I'm a person that believes masks are, it's like I'm the one that's asking for the world here. Put the frickin' mask on and respect me. You know? I am saying nothing about you and your anti-masking. I'm not going to engage you in an argument. You know?
Yeah.
It's so self-centered. Wah, wah, wah. I don't like wearing a mask. Me. I just, up to there with that. Suck it up, grow up, put a mask on and get over it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no research out there that says masks don't work. There's none. There's fake research out there that says masks don't work. But every time you hear a story about that masks don't work, there was one that I heard about earlier this week, and it wasn't peer-reviewed. It wasn't science. It was junk, you know? And I understand wearing a mask sucks. I get it. Like, I really like wearing a mask? No. But I'm willing to do that to keep my friends and family safe. It's like,
Yeah.
I care about others. I do. And I think that's really it.
Right. When I'm with my family, I don't wear one. When I'm with my close circle, I don't wear one.
Right.
But when a customer walks in the door, then
Yes.
then I wear one.
Well, and that's just it. At home, no. When I'm with, like here, you and I aren't wearing one. But, yeah, I get it. I know where you've been, and you know where I've been. And,
Right. So,
you know, so...
Oh, and then my granddaughter was so funny. This is a few weeks ago, because I haven't seen him for almost a month because of Liz's positive test. But I was driving her home one day, and we drove her all the way home. We were on the corner of the block, and she's like, oh, my God, I got the mask on. I'm driving in the car with the mask on, and I laugh at everybody else that drives. She's like, who saw me? I was like, nobody saw you. You had a mask on. She's like, thank God.
Oh, man.
Oh.
That's funny. But that's true. Other people driving around with their masks on in the car, and there's only them sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. That is true.
Yeah.
But I will be honest. There have been occasions where I put my mask on to go into the grocery store, right? And I get back in the car, and I clean up my hands because I keep sanitizer in the car, you know, and all that. And so I get back in the car. I'll drive home I'll take care of my hands, but I'll forget to take my mask off.
Yeah.
Total doofus.
I've done that a few times.
Total doofus.
Yeah.
I don't care. My masks are stylish. I have cute ones.
No, I have blue paper ones.
That's okay.
Yep.
They work.
That's what's most comfortable for me to breathe in.
Well, and see, and that's just it.
Yeah.
Okay. At least you found one that works.
Mm-hmm.
I know how, you got your asthma. I know you got your breathing issues. I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you can find something that works with all of your breathing issues, I'm sorry. So can anybody else.
Yeah.
You know? That's just, okay, so I'm drawing a hard line in the sand,
Yeah.
folks. Me and my
All
soapboxes.
right, enough of the mask.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right.
Joanne
Works
started
in
a new progress. She started a new one.
I started a new project. I have a sleeve on a holder waiting for a body. It's a 3/4 sleeve, of course. That's what I like. This is made with roslyn from
roslyn.
Cascade Yarns. I had got this originally, if you remember back for that Roselle tea, and I didn't like hearing what I was hearing. I didn't like the measurements on what the fit was going to be like, so I am not finishing it. So I
you
have
not only got rid of a UFO, you frog in a UFO
and
reusing
the yarn.
Oh man, that's bonus.
Yeah. And I am making one that a customer came in to get yarn to make and the pattern, and it looks so cute I had to do it. It's called the Chili Pepper Tunic. I don't know if you can see those eyelets down the side. It is A-line. It's really cute. So, yeah, I got one sleeve done this week. So at that rate, it should take me about 6 weeks or more to make the sweater. But
Okay,
that's
here's
okay.
the thing. All right, this is Knitting Tip 101. It is a bottom-up sweater. All right?
Yep.
And because it's a bottom-up sweater, you're going to need your sleeves done when you get to the underarm. Okay?
Right.
You're
Yep.
going to need them done. So even though the directions tell you knit your body first, and then when you get up to the armpit, oh, stop and do your sleeves now. Smart knitters knit the sleeves first, and here's why. It's a gauge swatch. It is a gauge swatch.
I did not make a gauge swatch. I just did this, measured it. I'm pretty close to the 22 stitches
Well, see, but here's the
that
point.
it wants.
If you don't want to waste the time doing a gauge swatch, and you start doing the sleeve, and you realize your gauge isn't right,
Yeah.
you're only ripping out a sleeve.
Yeah.
It's not like you got a sweater that don't fit. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
So that's
that
the
made me
smart
crazy.
knitter here. All right? Do that gauge swatch, but make it the sleeve. Doesn't always work. You know, it doesn't necessarily work in a top down, that's for sure. But it will work on a bottom up.
Yeah.
So
Yep. So the whole pattern's only 3 pages.
like that.
1 page for the body, 1 page for the chart, and the next page is for the sleeves and yoke. So 3 pages.
I like it too. I could see one of these in my future.
Chili Pepper Tunic by Fiber Wild. It's an old pattern from 2016. I did not make the sleeves as wide as they said. I started increasing, you'll see, as they said, but they said to go up to 104 stitches.
How many
I
got
stopped
now?
right there at 88, and that's plenty. I pulled it on, comes right up, no problem. So I'm only at 88 instead of 104. But, you know, 2016 is about the start when they wanted to make all these patterns into the big sizes, make them sizes inclusive. And I think they just graded them up evenly around the board. And some of those patterns have sleeves that are just huge. I've seen customers make them and their sleeves are hanging way down to here. So being bottom up, this is nice because I could try it on as I went and stop when I got to a comfortable size. So that was really nice with this too. So I'm guessing the regular sizes will probably be fine. But I make a size 54.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and
we'll see.
I just think, but I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I don't know by looking at this, if this is how big the 54 is, and you made the 54 smaller, if someone
the
else is going
sleeves.
to, yeah.
Well, you can just do like I do. Start on your size And then when you get as big as your upper arm, stop. Don't increase anymore. And there's no patterning on the shoulder, you know, here. So it's not going to matter. And around the neck was just more of this garter, like at the bottom of the sleeve. So it doesn't matter if your stitch count's off.
All right.
So more to come on how it is for the body. 374 stitches I have to cast
Oh,
on.
God, I'd hate that.
But I mean, it's A-lines, so it's going to be big.
And it's long.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how long. It doesn't say how many inches it is.
No schematic?
No. I'm pretty short, guys. I'm 5'3" only. If even that. 'Cause I'm shrinking. Does it say? It doesn't even have a row gauge.
How long does it want you to knit that body?
The chart is 153 rows.
Okay.
So 43 stitches in the pattern.
Yeah, but does the chart end under the end at the underarm? I'm not sure that it does. Maybe it does.
I think so.
Kind of can't tell in the picture because her elbow's in the way.
Continue working body till row 22, then decrease.
Yeah, 22. That's,
That's just the decrease rows.
Yeah.
The bold ones are the decrease rows.
okay.
So I think it is just the chart. That's the decreases as big as the chart. So 153 rows. We'll see. I'll update you with my progress.
So you're going to do the next sleeve now?
Yes, I was
Okay.
just going to cast it on, and a customer came in right before you got here. So I didn't get a cast on, but I'm ready. I got everything out over there.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah.
Well, November is coming,
Mm-hmm.
and I found this on Ravelry. November is National Knit a Sweater Month. There is a Ravelry group for National Knit a Sweater Month, but it's like the first two letters. Apparently in the writing world, which I know nothing about, in the writing world, it's the I don't know if it's fiction or nonfiction kind of writing. It must be nonfiction, or must be fiction. Must be fiction. Anyways, they try to knit 50,000 words. 50,000 words.
Right.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like National Writers Month, and they try to write 50,000 words. And so going along with that, the knitters say, we can do that. So then they came up with National Knit a Sweater Month because in your typical adult size sweater, you have about 50,000 stitches. Okay, somebody who's cute and 22, maybe not, but
Well, you have your phone there. What is? Well, I know I'm decreasing a few, but even a guess at I'm casting on 374, and I'm working for 153 rows.
okay.
That's
So
the
just for
body.
kicks, let's take that and let's do that math.
Yeah.
Find the calculator app. Come on. All right. So 374, right?
For 153 rows.
57,220.
And that's just in the body. That's not the yoke and sleeves.
Right.
So this one definitely exceeds the 50,000.
Except you can't cast it on till November 1st.
Well, I already am, so mine doesn't count. It's probably not going to get finished in November anyway, because like I said, in November I'm making
your Christmas knitting.
mittens for kids.
See, I don't knit for people.
And I'm going to do that quilt for Becky and Paul.
Oh,
and
is that the
Cadence
one with the
with the greens and rusts?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got it all cut out now.
Okay.
All 144 blocks.
She must have been on a roll cutting.
I have this thing called Shape Cut. You see it back there? It's a big cutting mat, and it's got slots every 2.5 inches.
Okay.
And so you just lay the fabric down and you cut the slot. So I cut at 20 and 10 and 5 and 0. And then I have 2 rows of 5-inch squares and a row of 10-inch. Well, then you have to turn them sideways and cut again. But yeah. So that makes it go really quick.
Okay.
So, yeah, I had half of them done before today, and I cut half out today. 6 colors of 12 blocks each I cut out today.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. Can't
Yeah.
wait to see this. I really can't. I'm looking forward to it. Me, on the other hand, I'm going to sew this weekend too.
Oh,
Finish that costume. Get that done. And then I think I'm going to, remember I showed you my Halloween table runner? I think I have some Thanksgiving kind of fabric, you know? Fall leaves or something. I don't know what I got. But I got something fall. And I'm going to make another one.
Okay.
Just because I can.
Yeah. Yep. I got a bunch of fall leaves. Well, I got some leaves there, but aren't there some back there? Oh, I thought there was. Oh, well.
Who knows?
Yeah. We can look around.
Yeah. Well, I know I have something at home. I'm going to dig it up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I thought I'll make another one. And so I'm going to improve on some of the errors I made on the first one.
Okay.
So that's my plan.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Finish this. Oh, and we're supposed to go to this wedding this weekend.
Oh,
I
did you
don't
make a
want-
decision?
No. I think we're going. And I guess what it amounts to is you walk in, and if it's not appropriately social distanced, and if people aren't wearing masks, you smile politely, and you leave, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
And you can walk in wearing your mask, even if nobody else has
Oh,
one.
yeah, we will.
Walk in wearing your mask, and if
you
you don't
kidding?
feel comfortable,
I have a mask to match my dress.
okay. Good.
Seriously, I do. I picked out a fabric that matched my dress. You know, because the dress is blue and red. Okay, and I have red shoes, and so my mask actually is blue and red plaid.
Okay.
So yeah, I have a mask to match my dress.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
Me.
And I can bet you, though, once people are in there and sitting down, they won't be wearing masks anymore. That's
Well,
how
I
most
think-
parties I've seen.
Well, and I think that, you know, the sad part about it is that, you know, they're down to under 100 people that were in, you know, there were like 250 invited. This was a big shindig, you know, and the crowd is just dwindling. And, you know, I feel so sorry for them. I do.
Yeah.
They're going to spend all this money and half this food that they got to pay for ain't going to be eaten. I just feel bad.
I hope they get to take it home and they can freeze it. Some
there you go.
places don't let you take the leftovers home.
Oh, well, no, I'm sure not.
But yeah, other weddings let you. Because, you know, old-fashioned weddings, they always let you because the next day you'd have the gift opening and you'd serve the leftovers.
Yeah.
But yeah, some caterers won't let you take leftovers home at all.
Well, this is up at the Radisson.
Yeah.
So I'm sure not.
Probably not.
But yeah, so that's where we'll be. You know, we were kind of looking forward to this all along because, you know, you can go show your face at the wedding, be celebratory for there, you know, for a little while, and then
The casino.
cha-ching! But I don't even think I want to be in a casino right now.
Not with as high as everything
No.
is.
Although, having been in a couple different casinos since this all started, I will say that the casino up in Green Bay is probably the best because they have plexiglass barriers between the different slot machines and your own little bubble there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and they have no smoking.
I love that part.
I know, I went to one and I left right away, St. Croix. They allowed smoking yet. And so people were all over at their machines with their masks pulled down because they were smoking. And I was like, nope, I left.
I even sent, I got a customer satisfaction survey from the casino. And this was, oh boy, May or June, I don't know when I went on. And anyways, and I replied to that and I just said, thank you. I love this smoke-free environment. And if there's anything positive that comes out of this awful COVID is you're going to keep that no smoking policy and let all those chuffers go stink up the parking lot.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll ever happen.
I doubt it. I can only wishful think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
It's nice for now.
Walking out of a casino and not smelling like an ashtray.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, well. Well, we'll let you know next week what happened with the wedding.
Yeah.
All right?
All right. And I'll bring my block.
Oh, one thing real quick.
What's that?
We didn't plan red shirts.
No.
We didn't
No.
plan it.
I did wake up this morning and said, I feel like wearing red. And then when you walked in having your red on, I was like, oh, we're going to match.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep. That's
All right. So, sorry I interrupted you. You were
That's
talking
okay.
about the quilt? You're
Oh,
gonna bring
I'm
it?
just going to bring a couple blocks to show you next time.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
okay.
All right. Well,
All
then.
right.
Until next Friday, everybody.
Okay, thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us. Bye.